Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Sufian bin Muhammad Fahmi. My metric number 1191800. For this subject, Orientalism, I would to discuss about the topic historical emergence of Orientalism. For my introduction, as we know, Islam is a religion founded on two sources. The first is the Quran and second is the Hadith, which is contain not only theological and social principle, but also in that two sources is about civilization. Muslim intellectuals carry out the process of transferring information from many civilizations to give birth to intellectual facilities such as school, university, and libraries throughout Islam's golden period. Medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and other branches of research such as philosophy has given rise to expertise in various fields of science. In this presentation is about the history of Orientalism. Orientalism in its history passed three periods with their respective characteristics. The first, the heyday of Islam. Second period is during the Crusade until the time of Enlightenment in Europe. The third period is the period of Enlightenment in Europe until now. The heyday of Islam. In this period, Orientalism transferred the knowledge and philosophy from the Islamic world to Europe. Islamic countries, particularly Baghdad and Andalusia, rose to prominence as center of civilization and science. European nations who are native of Andalusia use Arabic as a means of communication and Arabic custom in their daily life. They study in Arab universities. In addition, students from France, England, Germany, and Italy also come to study at college and universities in Andalusia and Sicily. Among them were Christian leaders. For example, Gerbert de Aurillac, who studied in Andalusia, and Adelard from Bath, who studied in Andalusia and Sicily. In the 13th century, the progress of Muslim civilization received attention by Western people, so they came to the Islamic world to study science. Only then did they develop it. In this atmosphere, Orientalism emerged in the West. Arabic began to be seen as a language that must be studied in the field of science and philosophy. The goal of Orientalism at this time was to transfer science and philosophy from the Islamic world to Europe. For the second period is during the Crusade until the time of Enlightenment. Orientalism in this time make Islam as the object of systematic study through translation. In the 19th century, when the Islamic world had experienced a decline, Westerners come back to the Islamic world for the second time with the science and technology they had learned in the Islamic world in the 13th century after they had developed it for 6 centuries. The third period is the period of enlightenment of Europe until now. In this period, Orientalism began to shift into the realm of pure intellectual purpose to learn the Middle East as objective study. Although the Islamic world experienced a decline and the West progressed, The Islamic world at that time still kept the treasure of civilization. This makes Western people who have science and technology interested in developing their expertise in researching and recognizing the Islamic world, so that Westerners who are expert in the Eastern field are called Orientalists. Interest in knowing and reacquainting with the Islamic world is inseparable from political, economic, religious, and academic tendencies. During this period, Orientalist writings were aimed at studying Islam as objectively as possible, so that the Islamic world was known and understood more deeply. This is necessary because Orientalism cannot simply be separated from colonialism, even the effort of Christianization. For my conclusion, the Western interest in studying the East toward Islam has lasted a long time and has reached certain historical phase, starting from the days before the Crusades until the present day. This shows that the Orientalists are growing and constantly managing their mission in studying the East objectively. That's all from me. Thank you.